You're listening to the Phatcast, live from the studio with Colin Reynolds. Good afternoon. How you all doing? We've just wrapped up season 1 of the Phatcast, and I hope you enjoyed your semester break or whatever break you were taking. My name is Colin Reynolds, and we're back with season 2. My guest for today is my good friend Ollie Toombs.
Hello and welcome.
How you doing, Ollie?
Very good. Thank you. Thank you for having me on the Phatcast.
You are. Well, this is not the greatest podcast in the world. This is a tribute. Oh, for the viewers at home, we just we just literally sat here and recorded the podcast. Get to the end, and there's no audio.
It's a shame because we did solve basically every problem in the world.
Every problem in the world.
Yeah, we solved it all.
Peace in the Middle East.
Did it.
Water in California.
Did it.
My
back's a bit sore. Solved that.
You see that.
Now it's sore again. So
Flight of the Conchords have got tour dates booked again.
Yep, did that.
Yep.
Easier than you think.
That was very easy.
Yeah. But unfortunately, wasn't to be.
No. So that was a dramatic piece you played on the violin there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I hope.
I know. Yeah, that's what we want. Drama's what you want. I mean, the instrument's pretty dramatic in general, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
When you just think of violin music, well, it's weird. You've got these two extremes. On the one end, you've got Fiddler on the Roof, right? And I mean, that's dramatic in the sense, hey, maybe he's going to fall off, right? But then, I mean, and that's what the proverb's kind of about, is that you're anyway. But then at the other end, you're thinking fancy restaurant, dimly lit, you know, people wearing like tuxedos and shit.
The string quartet in the James Bond film when he goes to there's always parties in those films where they sneak in. I don't know why, but it's a bit of a staple of the genre. String quartet in the background, very undramatic.
Machine gun in the case.
Of course.
Instrument here.
Yes.
Gun there. Now, the band that's funny, actually, I was going to say the band I first saw you playing, but it's not them at all. Because the first band I saw you playing was just a once-off random incident. By the way, shout out to Sandesh and Arthur Band.
Yes.
Yep. But yes, your other band, Lusker Dry.
Yes.
That's quite kind of popular right now.
It seems to be. Yeah. It's
Lusker won that award.
The Nick Bauckham Foundation award. Strangely, I'm actually wearing the shirt.
Whoa.
If I can show without making it too inappropriate.
No, that's it.
Lusker Dry, live your dream.
Live your dream.
22. Sort of regretting doing that, but I am wearing the shirt. Yeah, I mean, it's all down to her. I just show up and hit things. I don't have any popularity or success.
It would be less of an act without you, though. I could just imagine, like, no drums.
No drums? You think so?
No, Ollie.
It'd be a lot less work for me.
It would be less work for you, but then the band would just be less good.
Yeah, you might be right. I wouldn't want to toot my own horn.
No.
I am the greatest drummer of all time.
I feel like you missed the opportunity to say you don't want to beat your own drum right there.
Oh, yeah. Damn it. Maybe we'll scrap this recording too. We'll go back and we'll edit it in.
Back to the future.
We'll dub over it or something.
Now, you've also got another project, something that I'm involved in.
Yes. Bushland Riot.
Bushland Riot.
Coming to cinemas near you.
I want to just, like, randomly guess. You reckon, like, 3 months? 3 months?
Yeah.
I'd say we're 3 months from playing a gig.
Yeah.
We really only just sort of this week kind of actually nailed our lineup down and finally started practicing with everybody involved.
True.
So the other pieces of this puzzle, Ivan McGirian,
keys
from
vocals.
episode
8
of the Phatcast.
That's right. A great episode.
One
of the great episodes.
And Mitchell Partridge on the drums.
Right. Yes. Who I believe hasn't appeared. Or has he appeared on
the
podcast?
Mitch hasn't been on the podcast, which is obviously a problem that's easily fixed.
Indeed. Yeah.
But yeah, so the music is like it's kind of folk, but it's also kind of metal,
Yeah. And now with Ivan, it's kind of
rap.
rap, hip hop,
Yep,
strange something.
yep.
It's well, we had this conversation the other day when we had a rehearsal. It's very disparate. The songs are somewhat disparate.
That's right. Just one song to the
Genre-wise.
next. They definitely don't need to fit into one genre.
No. But they still tie together, I think. They still make sense. You could imagine as a set, all those different songs would make sense together.
Well, the timbre, of course, remains. We've still got
Of
the same
course.
instruments.
Same lineup. And I mean, they're all basically your ideas, or the germs of the
Oh,
idea
sure, yeah,
were all
sure.
yours. So that's also a common thread.
I think the guitar's one of those instruments that people, even though it's often used as a solo instrument, even people when you've got like a solo singer-songwriter type, they sing and they play guitar, etc. It really is designed for great accompaniment.
Totally.
Obviously, you can do some fantastic solo instrumental type things on the guitar,
Yes.
but it really shines as an accompaniment instrument.
Totally. And that's, I think, why we see it. Why we see so many singer-songwriters with guitar.
That's exactly right.
Go to any gig that's a singer-songwriter. I mean, maybe 1 in 50 have a
Piano.
keyboard instead.
Yeah,
You know, apart from that, it's all guitars, isn't it?
yeah. But so we've got that piano now too.
True.
And that just sort of changes, not necessarily everything, but it certainly reframes everything because the piano is such a versatile instrument.
Of course.
And it's interesting that we get the rap and the piano here together because piano is kind of a staple in hip hop genre.
Totally. Timbre-wise, texture-wise, definitely. Some kind of keys, or, some kind of sound.
Yeah,
Might be synthesizers that's
right. But just
reminiscent of a keyboard.
the piano voicing, just some
Yeah.
of the biggest, greatest hip hop tracks of all time have been piano tracks. Like, think like Tupac,
Yeah.
California,
Yeah.
right? Piano, dun 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 dun. I mean, that's the piano man.
I'm just thinking of voicings, like you say, chord-wise.
Oh, sure.
For the music theory people out there, things like minor 7th chords, minor 9th chords, major 11th chord, whatever. The close voicings, you can't do that on a guitar.
That's exactly right. You need too many fingers and the stretch too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You
can't
need
be
to be
done.
playing guitar in another dimension, potentially one orchestrated by Salvador Dali. But
You can theoretically have 10-note chords.
indeed. But even, the close voicings, you can't really achieve that on any stringed instrument, really.
No.
Well, any Western stringed instrument, maybe you can on something else.
You'll get the dyad, but not the triad. Or
Indeed.
beyond, yeah.
Everything voiced in thirds, even extended. Extended chords voiced in thirds. That's a huge thing.
Yeah,
In that kind of music, very schmoozy chords.
definitely.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll work. I think it will work.
It will work. I mean, whether it will or it won't is really how soon we can get it working is really more the thing.
Sure.
And it seems to be just a couple of months away. The lyrics are designed to be fun. We just want it to be a bit of a fun project.
The kind of thing with drunk people in the pub,
Drunk people in the pub.
singing along, shouting along, vaguely mumbling along.
All of those things.
All of that.
Yeah.
The entire spectrum.
Even when it gets to the certain bit in a certain song when everyone has to drink, hey, but bang, bang, keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. It's going to happen.
So, it's been bloody cold, hasn't it?
Yeah, man. It's, I'm not very happy about it.
No. Earlier on, we were talking about winter warmers, which seemed like a good idea at the time. But you see, since we've already discussed it, we can just share the results.
The results?
The results. I mean, what? Thermals.
The hot tips.
Layers, thermals.
Yes. We did come to some interesting revelations amongst the entire world peace in the Middle East and Flight of the Conchords and my back and water for California.
Pasta recipes.
Yep, pasta recipes. Fixed all that. Also fixed being cold in winter in Tasmania, which came down to layers. Number one, I'll leave you guys to make some notes. If you get a pen and paper. Number one, we have layers. Is that number one?
Number one's
I'll
layers.
put it at number one. Number two, layers. Right, and I had number three, obviously different again. To add to this, layers. And we've really covered it pretty well.
Excellent. But the layers, it doesn't have to be thermal, but it can't just be like mayonnaise or something. You know? You want some kind of textile fabric.
Ah, yes, indeed. Well, I mean, sometimes when my thermals are in the wash, I'll wear sweatpants under jeans.
I've done that before.
Don't tell anyone. And also once they're sort of falling apart now, but what I did is I took an old pair of track pants, like with the smooth, sort of silky, the outside layer.
Acetate.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
How do you know that? I don't want to know. Let's not ask. Let's not go there. And then with the, the white lining, sort of fluffy inner lining, they were falling apart. Mm. And I ripped the lining out. I consigned them to the, oblivion, these track pants, because they were, a big part of my life. Ripped the lining out, then sewed them inside some black jeans. I'm walking around in public in July wearing track pants. I'm going to events. I'm going to the pub. I'm going to all kinds of, very high-profile things wearing jeans. Everyone's like, this guy's wearing jeans. He's very sophisticated. I'm wearing track pants. That's what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nailed it. That's
Sounds
another
great.
hot tip, number 4.
It's a hard one to beat.
Yeah.
Once
I
was 14, 15, in the country. Me and a mate were out later than we were supposed to be. And we were like, I don't want to talk to the old man tonight. We'll just stay out all night. Mm. And we found ourselves like a Vinnie bin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. On its side already.
Okay.
Because, I mean, this is just a country town and, Vinnie bins will get knocked on their side. And sometimes that's something that happens.
By people we won't name. We don't know who knocked them over.
No idea. No one
in this room.
But then coming out, plastic bags full of clothes.
Oh, jackpot.
Mm. So we basically just sort of built ourselves a fortress of clothes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like a fort.
Literally a fort. So we're on the grass, wet grass. Layers of clothes.
Like it.
Laid down on top, layers and layers of clothes.
Like it.
Yep.
That's great.
And the next morning, bundle my partner back into the Vinnie bin.
Yeah.
No witnesses.
You slept there?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
100%.
Where was this?
This is in Jeeveston.
In winter? Or
Look, you know what? I can't even remember whether it was in winter or not. But regardless, it's always winter in Jeeveston.
You might be right.
No, but it certainly was winter. It was in there was a frost.
Yeah. You're brave. It's the kind of stupid thing you would do at 14 or 15.
Not brave. Just avoiding the parents,
That's fair.
Someone would argue that I was scared.
People might. I would never make that.
I think it was closer to the mark. I think I was more scared as hell, man.
Well, yes. You can't. I think you're only warm like that when you're a teenager. I think now you'd just rather go home.
Now I think I would go home.
Definitely go home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Home all the way.
If he wants to bring it with the fisticuffs, that's fine. I'm 40. He's 65.
Easy.
Let's do it, old man.
Yeah. That's hot tip number 5.
Fight your old man.
No, yeah. Okay. Number 6 then. Go home.
Go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the winter.
What do you think of the hot water bottles?
Big fan. Yes, hot water bottle. Definitely like it. On board.
Economic conservation of heat.
Totally.
Yep.
It doesn't. It's it doesn't stay warm the whole time.
No.
It's warm just enough. Maybe you put it in your bed for a few minutes
Yep.
before, get it happening.
Well, you just until it gets annoying, and then you just sort of kick it out the
you
bottom,
kick it down
right?
to the bottom, right? Yeah,
Down to oblivion, down to the abyss at the end of the bed.
that's right. No one knows what's down there. Yeah.
Jason, one night, right? So I inherited a cat. It was my brother's cat, and he moved to the mainland.
I see.
I don't hate cats, but I'm not a big cat person. So okay, fine. Now I've got a cat. All right. Yeah, me and the cat were friends. It's all good. Anyway, one night, I'm just laying in bed, and like my legs are kind of apart with the blanket down, so there's sort of this gap in between my legs, and the cat's there, right?
Yep.
In between my legs.
Yep.
And I'm just sort of in that state where you're just sort of just drifting into sleep, and then sort of shaking back awake and just drifting into sleep. Anyway, so I'm just at this point where I'm just starting to get this weird dream. And then just suddenly in the dream, this weight on my legs was a cat-sized spider.
Oh.
And suddenly I felt that it's not a cat, it's actually a giant spider on my legs. And I've shaken,
man.
I've woken up, my legs have gone apart, and the cat has gone, "Pachoo!" and like sailed through the air,
Man.
landed next to the bed. Poor little kitty. I mean, he was fine, but that was a shock.
That's a weird dream, though.
Yeah, and this spider had like a cat's face on it, but all the legs.
Oh, that's terrifying. Why?
In a way, worse. In a way,
With this cat's face?
yeah.
Yeah, you might be right.
In a
Spiders with cat's face. What's worse? All right, listeners of the podcast, vote now. Voting lines are now open. What's worse, a giant spider with a spider's face, or a giant spider with a cat's face? Vote now.
What about a giant cat with a spider's face?
Giant cat with a spider's face. Vote now.
Would you pat that cat?
I mean, it'd be nice to pat.
Big fuck off fangs at the front.
Just don't go near the front.
But would you get its little chelicerae on the side of its feet and like?
I would definitely not do that.
No.
But that's just me. Yeah, interesting.
Well, they got pedipalps. These little.
Are these all the correct words for stuff?
I think so.
Because I have no idea. Very impressive. Not a man of one talent or even two. He also knows some vague words about spiders' anatomy stuff.
So this great costume, someone made their little Jack Russell or whatever dog it was. This costume, spider costume.
Oh, the thing with the... Oh, is that... I think I've seen that.
It's
Where
like
it's like a little jumper with the things. Oh, no.
Love it.
No.
Love it. This little dog bounding across the
Oh,
grass.
it's terrible. Poor creature.
Oh,
Yeah.
so great.
No. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Actually, I think we should sing a song about it.
You reckon?
Yeah.
About a Jack Russell in a spider costume.
Yes.
What would its name be?
What would its name be? It'd be like Spiky Jack.
What about a jacknid?
A Jacknid.
Yeah. I've combined the word jack with arachnid. I'm not sold on it, but
I don't know. I feel like there are these like erotic undertones.
probably.
Yes.
Yeah, might have to steer clear.
You do know that spiders masturbate.
Really?
They do. I don't know if they get like all 8 arms in on the action.
Imagine that.
Yeah,
Might be too much.
maybe.
Yeah.
But they do.
Really?
They go up to, and different varieties have slightly different rituals or whatever.
Okay.
But they'll go up to the, let's say, the leaf that the female spider's in. They go and knock on the door
Yeah.
and start jacking off outside the door.
Really?
Yep.
That's their sort of, hey.
It's like, look at this, look at these, or look, come and get all some of this. And
Does that work for them?
well, you see, one or two things can happen. Either the female comes out and goes, yes, let's cavort and cohort together, or she's like, nah, I'm not in the mood for a gentleman caller, and she just doesn't answer the fucking door.
Yeah. You see, I feel like that only works
I wonder how
because they
long.
don't have spider police.
How long does the stalker? Let's be honest. How long does the stalker spider masturbate on the doorstep
Maybe just,
before he gives up if she doesn't answer the door?
I mean, I'm not sure I want to know. Does he finish off? Does he move on?
That's a good question. Just leave a little present on the doorstep.
Yeah.
Thanks, love.
Yeah. Thanks for thanks for your consideration.
Yes.
Yeah. So here we go. Phatcast. We solved everything last time. This time, if you're having trouble in your love life, hot tip.
Knock on the door. Stand outside. Masturbate. Spiders. That's their technique.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
They love it. So, there's someone out there.
I wonder if that's what they call a creepy old man and rock spider.
Do they?
I heard that.
Never heard that.
I've heard that.
Maybe it is. Why else?
Why else?
Why else?
I think it's the concept because like a rock spider you can't see it. It's like hidden.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're
hides in
behind
the
the fucking.
Yeah, just peeking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Behind the picket fence.
Mm.
And they see, I don't know, someone drop off her kids and then they're like, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I think that might be more accurate. I don't think the general public is that educated about spider masturbation rituals for that to be the reason
Specialist
why.
knowledge. It's specialist knowledge. I feel you.
How has that served you in your career as a sound engineer, musician / photographer / podcast host?
Well, it gave me 3 minutes of content. Bang.
I suppose it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. That's answered my question completely.
It has. How about, look, so spiders and crabs are kind of similar.
They are.
They are.
In that they sort of have a lot of legs.
Generally 8 in both cases. Generally.
Do all crabs have 8? Or generally?
I don't.
I thought they had 6. Or do they have 6 and then the 2 sort of...
Yeah.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
So, but I think they're both arthropods, aren't they?
Sure.
Crustaceans are arthropods, aren't they?
I don't know what that means.
This is like the exoskeleton,
Oh, yeah.
and it concerns how it reproduces too, I believe.
Does it?
With
Masturbating at the door.
right.
Yeah, true.
Dropping off little packages.
That's right.
But crabs. So this video terrified me.
Yeah. Was it the Japanese,
The Japanese spider crabs. Now they're magnificent, and I would not want to encounter one of those.
Yeah. I think they're actually quite sort of placid and stuff, though.
They probably are, but I mean, if you're looking at one that's alive, it means you're standing on the ocean floor.
Yeah.
And you're already in a shit spot, man. Ocean floor, you're getting crushed for the density of the water.
Yeah. So what do you got to worry about? You're already getting crushed.
If you're looking at one of those spiders, you're crushed by density. That's how dangerous this spider is.
I think that's the wrong takeaway from that point.
Yeah, the Japanese spider crab, they stand like 6 feet tall.
Oh yeah, they're huge. Yeah.
Now they're not the. I mean, I find the coconut crab a bit scarier.
Oh yeah, no, I checked that out the other week. They look like something out of some kind of scary 1970s B-grade fantasy sci-fi film.
A friend of mine lived on Christmas Island for the best part of a year.
Oh.
He saw him. He took a photo that's next to one. Like, here's me and this fucking spider crab.
Don't they eat like cats and shit? Like
yeah, they can totally.
Yeah.
And what they like coconuts. Not only do they kind of look like a coconut, their body, their actual
they eat coconuts.
Abdomen, yeah, but they eat coconuts.
Yeah.
And what they do, so they climb up into the coconut tree.
Yeah.
Find the coconut they like. Tackle the fucking coconut out of the tree.
Really?
Yeah. And try and land on a rock or something to crack the coconut on the ground.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then they fucking get into them like that.
What if they don't crack it on a rock? Can they get into them anyway with their...
I reckon they'd have a try.
Skills?
They'd have a try.
Or do they go back up again?
See, this is it. If they had no success, they might just climb that tree again.
That's so sophisticated.
Imagine
weird.
walking underneath coconut trees and you just getting mugged by a fucking...
No, not imagining that. Don't imagine that.
Yeah. So those things are scary, man. But the thing I saw was a regular crab. When I think it was like a king crab.
Okay.
Just like one of these big ass things you'd eat in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yep. Mama crab just given birth to, a litter of 1,000 fucking little crab babies or whatever they are.
Cool.
Munching them.
Oh.
Just like getting huge scoops.
Really?
Scoops of these babies and just shoveling them into our mouth.
Why?
Well, hungry, presumably.
You'd think that'd like go against every...
I don't know, but like nature is cruel.
It is. Horrible
Nature
place.
is a cruel bitch.
Horrible place. But even so, that's a bit unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, like, I mean, I imagine there's a special word for eating your own children.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Let's not, yes. Call now. Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
I'm glad I know that now. Yeah, thanks.
Well, so should we
Mental
write a song about a Jack Russell in the spider costume or a crab that eats its own babies?
Well, we have a ready-made pun with the word Jack Russell. If we could tie it into the entire...
A jacknet. Is that the word? Was that the word?
I was going to reference the, without being entirely vulgar, the spider courting ritual which you described several moments ago.
I wonder when a spider does that. It's called a spider bait. Ding, 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 ding. You hear about the spider bait concert got cancelled?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At the Unibar?
Yeah.
That was going to be this weekend or something.
That's
wasn't
right, and it was going to have Hudson Cartel, my good friends,
Yeah.
and Babylon Howl,
it? Yeah.
my other good friends.
What happened?
I believe one of them got COVID.
Shocking behaviour.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Sue them for that.
definitely.
Sue them. Take them to court for everything they own,
Yeah,
including their pornographic spider material.
definitely. We need that. Got to hand it over to a new guardian.
The answer to the JFK case is in those files.
I think so.
Yeah.
I've heard that from reputable, dignified, trustworthy sources.
Definitely none of my friends.
No.
Thanks for coming along, Ollie.
It's been great. I've very much enjoyed it. I feel like I've grown as an individual with you today.
Me too. I mean, I feel like we've just done 2 podcasts together.
We have. The first one was pretty good. We sold most of the stuff.
It was. In point of fact, it was probably better than this one. This one is only a tribute to the greatest
That's
podcast
right.
in the world.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you.
And I'll see you next week.